Welcome to Live Alive. In today's video we'll start with Liverpool Real Madrid star to replace Alisson. Liverpool are looking at potential replacements for Alisson Becker amid Saudi Arabian interest in the Brazil international, with Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin one of those under consideration. HITC understands that 1 year after Jordan Henderson, Roberto Firmino and Fabinho all left Anfield for a new start in the Middle East, Saudi Arabian clubs are now sniffing around one player new head coach Arne Slot will be desperate to retain. Like with fellow Brazilian and Manchester City glovesman Edison Moraes, Alisson Becker may have a decision to make over his future this summer. Liverpool are more than aware that there is Saudi interest in their long-serving number one, though, unlike Edison, Alisson is not actively pushing for the move. Still, the six-time European champions appear determined to be prepared for every eventuality. We understand that they have drawn up a list of goalkeeping targets, either to take Alisson's place or to succeed Coimhin Kelleher should the Irishman secure a move of his own. HITC understands that Kelleher remains Celtic's first choice to replace Joe Hart for Liverpool. Meanwhile, there is interest in Andriy Lunin of Real Madrid. Despite that error-strewn display for Ukraine during their 3-0 hammering by Romania at Euro 2024, Lunin enjoyed a largely outstanding campaign. He was a central figure in the Real Madrid side who claimed a La Liga and Champions League double, stepping in brilliantly for the stricken Thibaut Courtois. HITC have been told that Liverpool also have an interest in Feyenoord's Justin Bijlow, an Eredivisie champion alongside Slot back in 2023. Bijlow is modern, ball-playing goalkeeper. He confirmed talks with Man United before Erik ten Hag agreed a deal to bring Andre Onana to Old Trafford. Liverpool young trio left out of pre-season plans. Arne Slot has included a number of academy players in his squad for pre-season, but 3 Liverpool players are notable in their absence ahead of transfers. With the majority of his senior players absent, Slot has put a host of youngsters through their paces in the first days of pre-season. 19 academy talents have been involved, including less regular faces such as Kieran Morrison, Lucas Stevenson, Dominic Corris and James Norris. However, there are others who are notable in their absence, including midfielder Bobby Clark, who made 12 appearances at first-team level last season. Clark is widely considered as one of the most prominent talents in Liverpool's ranks, but the 19-year-old has not taken part in early pre-season. While this may be due to an injury sustained in the final weeks of last season, the teenager is also attracting interest from a range of clubs ahead of a loan move. Salzburg, RB Leipzig and Norwich have all been touted as possible destinations, with involvement in training likely limited to avoid any fitness issues that would block any deal going through. 2 other absentees are defenders Rhys Williams and Billy Commicio, which comes despite fewer options at centre-back so far, with Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate and Joe Gomez all on duty at the Euros. Slot and his staff currently have Jarell Quansah, Sepp van den Berg, Nat Phillips and youngster Amora Nallo as options to consider at the heart of defence. The decision to omit Williams, 23, and Commicio, 21, despite their experience at senior level, indicates that they have no long-term future at Anfield. Both players took in loan spells last season, but none of those proved successful. Williams initially joined Aberdeen on a season-long deal, but saw that terminated in January due to a lack of game time, only to see his next stop at Port Vale cut short due to injury suffered days after joining. Commicio, meanwhile, endured a reduced role with French second-tier side USL Dunkirk, before heading to Blackburn in January, where he played just once. Liverpool now ready to pay £42 million for Leny Yoro. The Reds could look to bolster their defence in the summer transfer window, and Arne Slot would love to have a young talent coming in at Anfield. Although Liverpool have 4 quality centre-backs, there is room for one more addition after Joel Matip left the club following the expiry of his contract. Yoro is seen as a generational talent and he would be a perfect addition to the squad. However, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, and Real Madrid are vying for his signature. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, Man United have had a bid in the region of £42 million accepted by the French club. Writing on X, he says that Liverpool are also willing to pay a similar amount, but they want assurance that the player would be willing to join them. Yoro has 1 year left on his present deal at Lille and he wants to move to Real Madrid. The player himself is ready to wait until 2025 and join Madrid on free. Such is his desire to play for Los Blancos. The Reds have made it clear that they retain interest in Yoro and are even willing to pay a big money fee to sign him. But there's no point involving in a wild goose chase when the player himself does not fancy a move to the Premier League. Yoro wants Real Madrid, and only Real Madrid. In such a scenario, it becomes difficult for any club to broker a deal for the player, no matter how good he is. So, even if Lille are ready to accept an offer from Liverpool or Man United, unless the player changes his heart, there's no chance of getting him in the summer. Also, one might wonder if it is worth paying that much money for a player who will be a free agent next summer. Liverpool still interested in 21-goal attacker. Liverpool are preparing for their new era under the guidance of Arne Slot. The Dutchman was picked as Jurgen Klopp's replacement at Anfield. Liverpool remain interested in signing winger Crescencio Somerville in this window, according to Team Talk. The same source has also reported that fellow Premier League side Brighton and Hove Albion are now out of the running for his signature, whilst Chelsea and PSG have been mentioned as some other potential suitors. Somerville, who is 22 years old, still has 2 years left on his contract at Elland Road, so the Whites are under no pressure to cash in on him just yet and can wait for the right offer to arrive for his services before they consider letting him go. The Championship side have recently sold Archie Gray to Tottenham Hotspur after they lost in the playoff final to Southampton at Wembley. The Reds could see Somerville as someone to bolster their attacking department and give them something on the wing. He was on the books at Slot's former club Feyenoord before moving over to England in 2020. The Rotterdam-born man has made 89 appearances for Leeds in all competitions to date and has scored 25 goals, 21 of which came in the last campaign. Speaking last term, his boss Farke was full of praise for him. He is playing an outstanding season in terms of performances, end product, and also his willingness to work for the team, to be there and deliver on a daily basis even in training. Otherwise, you can't deliver consistency in this league. You have to be on it each and every day on the training pitch, but also with good habits in nutrition, sleep and recovery. We don't have to speak about the potential of Cree. The sky is the limit with his potential, but to show consistency this is crucial. It's no coincidence he has delivered many end products. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support Live Alive.